The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Panthers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they're coming out to a roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now a man in his 2nd season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Defensively, you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they round him to him quickly.
And that's what you can do. Like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is fielded inside the 5. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll go down just shy of the 25. first down. This is McCaffrey. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And it goes a loss of the yard, so now they deal with 4-11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Following the interception, Mayfield. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offensive coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Mayfield on play action. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. working with a 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now, think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Second down at 5. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Smith, and then a drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack. that puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. To try again after the sack, Murray. Ertz has it left side. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. With a 3rd and long. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Smith in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on second down. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
These defenses certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage are forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. And you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals are able to convert there on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They have to make plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Touchdown!
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First down, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Murray now to throw. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Troy Prime. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Quez Watkins, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. Going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. Quez Watkins. 50 yards. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
2nd and 5 now. Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and 1. as he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. They go play action. Mayfield. He's got Anderson right side. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Prime. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
It's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back in his own 3-yard line. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Fielded at the 43. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Quez Watkins, 36 yards. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise, they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is, don't quit competing.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Quez Watkins, 76 yards. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They start with a give to Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And now here's another interception. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They run the option on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up the 3rd down. Well, for that to be an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
At least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 23-yard line.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Murray giving to Connor on the draw.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run here with Connor. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. That catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
I just think that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like he's got him in, complete. A big play there for Carolina, and even 70 yards. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips, and then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Caught on the slant. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they...
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
1st and 10 is counter. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without gold.